Hey everyone, today is a very exciting day because the student debt relief application has officially launched. Well, maybe not officially, but it is in beta and you can still apply and your application will be approved just like an official application. This program is so important to so many student loan borrowers, so we're gonna jump right into everything that you need to know about this program and how you can apply. So if you don't already know, this program was announced in August, and the Student Loan Debt Relief Program is supposed to help borrowers have their debt forgiven up to $10,000 or even $20,000 if you had a Pell Grant in college. I'm going to quickly talk about what you need to do to qualify for this program, and then we'll jump into how you can apply for student loan debt relief. So first things first, and that's super important, is that because this is a federal program, this only applies to the federal loans that you hold. Oh, here comes my cat. Please go. So unfortunately, if you're someone like me who has both private and federal loans, or if you're someone who just has private loans, unfortunately, this program does not apply to those private loans, as the federal government doesn't really have the jurisdiction to forgive those since they're through private companies. The next qualification is that you have to make under $125,000 or $250,000 if you're filing jointly. I think it's safe to say that they'll use the same income screening that they did when they gave out the stimulus checks, which means your last filed tax return. Hopefully you've already filed your 2021 taxes and it'll be based on that, but if not, it'll most likely be based on your 2020 taxes. Okay, so let's say that all of that applies to you. So now how can you apply for this program? If you're someone like me and that wants to stay on top of everything as soon as it comes out, you might have subscribed to the student aid government emails, and you would have gotten an email on Saturday that looks like this right here, and it gives you basically information about the beta launch of the program. Essentially, the government knows that so many people are going to be coming to the site to apply that when it launches, that they actually are doing a beta right now where basically the site is 99% done, and they're only opening up the site to limited amounts of people at one time so that the site doesn't get flooded and crash, and it lets them tweak anything if there's any bugs with the site as it goes along. So if you click the link in the email, it will take you to a studentaid.gov page where the application lives. And don't worry, if you haven't received it, I actually have the application linked in the description below. You don't need the email to access the site. However, you may get a display that looks like this. And that basically means that the website isn't open right at that moment. So just check back later, whether it's a few hours later or the next day, and you should be able to submit your application. If you are still not able to submit your application within the next couple days, do not worry because they are launching the full website at a later date, but I'm assuming it'll come very soon. I think their communication said by the end of October. Like I said earlier, beta is for a lot of testing. However, if you do submit your application during the beta phase, as I did, it does count as a real application, so you don't have to worry about coming back and submitting any other information at a later time. So now you have access to the site. What are some important things to keep in mind? Well, the very first thing, it's important to submit your application as soon as you can, whether it's in beta or whether it's when the program launches. This is important for two reasons. The Biden administration is being sued over this program by some politicians because they think that this is an overreach of the federal government's authority, which is really unfortunate because this program would really help so many people, especially middle class and lower income people. The second reason is more based on the practicality of the program. If you submit as soon as possible, there's a higher chance that the $10,000 will be forgiven before the 31st of December, because anytime after that is when federal loan payments will resume. So basically, if you're someone like me who has just under $10,000 in federal loans left, basically, if I get my forgiveness before December 31st, I won't have to worry about restarting my payments in January, if that makes sense. It basically eliminates just a lot more administrative work, you having to basically set up your repayment plan again, and it makes it a lot easier of a transition in terms of the loan forgiveness. And if you're here in the comments to debate the fairness of this program, I'm not really going to tolerate it. You will be ignored or your comments will be deleted because honestly, I'm in favor of this program. Maybe I'm a little biased because I'm also benefiting, but I think as a whole, as a country, this will be such a big step forward in terms of reducing the crushing debt that so many people do have coming out of college. It's not a comprehensive solution, but it is a big part of the whole student debt relief program that was launched in August. This forgiveness program is not the only piece of it. There are a lot of other things that are working in the future to address the student loan crisis and help prevent it in the future and not just, address the symptoms. But even other than that and beyond what the program offers, there's still a lot of things that need to be done. But again, this is not the place to debate all that and get into that. That's definitely a conversation for a different day. So I hope this was helpful for what it was. The application is linked in the description. And yeah, good luck with everything. Keep me updated on the progress of your applications. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. Thank you guys, and I'll talk to you later.